kids must be eating the Thor thing up, honestly. Like,
They
they
love
must
it,
be
yeah.
I saw that picture of the two of them, your 8-year-olds.
Yeah, that was so. That
with the
photo was
hammers.
taken back on Ragnarok. That
Yeah.
was that 5 years ago, and at the time they had no idea even what it was, and they saw the photo and was like, oh, that's strange. But they do. One of my boys, more so than the other one, is kind of loves the world of superheroes, and my daughter's kind of in the middle there.
You would think if you're an actor of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, if you had kids, the kids would look up to you and realize how awesome it is that you play an Avenger on the big screen. However, we've seen time and time again from the actors who do play these characters in the Marvel Cinematic Universe that when it comes to their own children, they can be relatively unpredictable, and sometimes it can be incredibly hilarious. So today we wanted to take a closer look at some of these moments.
So they don't want to be Thor for Halloween, or they do?
They want to be Wonder Woman.
That's cool.
It's true.
Okay, quick Marvel trivia question though. Which individual actor has appeared in the most films across the Marvel Cinematic Universe? This one may be very obvious to some people, but for other people it might be a little bit more of a trick question. So think about it for a second, because the answer may be more obvious than you think. And just to put this out here, no, it's not Paul Bettany, despite the fact he starred in the original Iron Man and later Iron Mans as Jarvis, before playing Vision as of Avengers Age of Ultron forward. So leave your guesses as to who you think the longest actor in the Marvel Cinematic Universe is, and stick around to the end of the video to see if your answer was correct. Now, speaking of Paul Bettany though, he is still relevant here because his daughter apparently prefers Iron Man over his own character, Vision.
Her favorite character?
Oh, no. She loves Robert Downey Jr. and it's so humiliating.
Quick, I just want to double check. Are you guys following us on Instagram? Make sure you guys are if you enjoy content like this and you want to see different types of shorter form content over on our Instagram page. We have a team that puts out the content over there, and I think you guys will really enjoy it. Also, Paul Rudd, who plays Ant-Man, has run into a very similar situation as some of the other actors from the Marvel Cinematic Universe, where his 10-year-old son wasn't really impressed when he found out that his dad would be playing Ant-Man in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
When I told my own son that I was going to be in a superhero movie, he asked me what it was, and I said I would be playing Ant-Man, and he said, what? He was not that impressed. What he actually said was, well, I can't wait to see how stupid that'll be.
Stop it.
I swear to God, that's what he said.
We've also heard some interesting stories coming from Mark Ruffalo, where sometimes his kids aren't that impressed with him and his involvement in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Well, it was amazing in the beginning because I could get him to do stuff. I'd be like, go brush your teeth. Your dad's the Hulk. And now I try it and it doesn't work so well. Yeah, it doesn't play anymore. They're like, yo, big whoop. That doesn't work after a while either. They're like, right.
How does that affect your dad's status? I mean, your stock has got to go up.
They're so over me. Are they? No, they love it. My daughter, one daughter, she's like, I'm a baby Hulk, you know? And the other one is like, she was having some stuff at school, and I was like, Bella, you know, I hope you don't feel bad about yourself. She's like, no, I'm a really good friend. I'm really cute and nice, and my dad's the Hulk.
Now, we've already talked a little bit in this video about Chris Hemsworth and his kids wanting to do other things, like play as Wonder Woman instead of Thor, but it looks like this actually dates back to other instances where Chris Hemsworth has run into this problem a couple of times, and it is kind of funny to see.
We'd hidden the like little, lollies of chocolate, which is bribery with kids, which is the only way to get through raising children. Up high, and we thought he'll never get to them, and
Check this. How old is he, by the way?
he was about 3 at the time. He was in Nutcase.
So this is a 3-year-old. You think you leave a 3-year-old alone in your kitchen?
Yeah. Look at his hair, too.
Wow.
It's also really interesting how many times Chris Pratt gets interviewed for various films he's a part of, and while he's known for Guardians of the Galaxy and also his work in Jurassic World, it's really awesome how often he likes to bring up his son, even if his son isn't all that impressed with his on-screen acting ability. And this isn't just one instance where Chris Pratt has talked about his son not being too impressed with his acting. This has come up a couple of times where Chris Pratt's son gets brought up in an interview, and the results are usually almost pretty hilarious.
He's now, you know, as he'll say, he's 5 3/4, and he went to Universal the other day, Universal Studios in LA, theme park, had a good time, and came back and he said, "Hey, Dad, guess what? Today, I saw the real Owen." Because like there's this guy at Universal who dresses up like my character from the movie, and the dinosaurs come out and he's like does this thing, and the kids, he's like, "Yo, I saw the real one, Dad."
Has he seen any movies of yours?
Oh yeah, he sees them all.
He sees all of them?
Yeah, he does, even the ones that he shouldn't see.
Good,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, he's a great critic. He's starting to become a bit of a movie buff. We watch movies all the time. That's like our thing that we do.
What's his favorite movie of yours?
Oh, well, yeah, because it wouldn't be the same. I think he likes probably the Lego movie. I think that's like his favorite one.
Yeah.
He loves trucks. He loves everything trucks, cars, automobiles. He thinks I'm a firefighter.
Why?
I don't know. Because I know this because I'll say, "Hey, bud, I'm gonna be back tomorrow. I gotta go to work," and he'll go, Are you going to work on your fire truck?" And I'm like, "Yes, I am."
Similarly speaking here, Jeremy Renner has run into times as well when he was trying to show his daughter the fact that he's this superhero in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And he shared a couple of different stories about his daughter and how he's tried to prepare his daughter for Hawkeye, just for it to maybe not go the same way that you would think it would have gone as planned.
She knows that I'm on her pajamas.
Oh, she's on pajamas.
And then I have a bow and arrow, but she's not seen any. She's seen me in costume on set, and she knows I have a bow and arrow, but she has no idea. But I actually teach her archery, but I don't know what.
Wow.
What
In the
she
backyard?
thinks about me. She doesn't know I'm an actor.
Yeah.
Well, you've made it. You're on pajamas. That's.
I'm on
Yeah.
her pajamas, so I made it.
Wait,
Yeah,
wait.
I got my hands in concrete, and I'm on my daughter's
Yeah.
pajamas. Before the Avengers, the kids would run away from me, but now I play a superhero. Then they come around, and it's the most amazing thing.
While a lot of the actors in the Marvel Cinematic Universe are in fact parents and have children that look up to them as heroes either in real life or on the big screen, one actor doesn't actually have any kids, but still seems to manage to bring up a very interesting story time and time again when it comes to his real world situations. And we're of course talking about Chris Evans and his dog. Of course, his dog to him is kind of like having a child, and it is interesting to explain various stories that Chris Evans has talked about when in regards to his dog.
And so he was exhausted. So he was straight and flat, and you can just you got to go with the hair. You don't go against it. Don't go against it.
Yep. Okay.
But then the next time I did it, it was first thing in the morning, and he had a lot of energy, and he kept as you're bringing the clippers down, he kept twisting his body, and the skin will crunch up. And
Was he bleeding?
oh God, no! He had no idea what was going on. I just kept trying to tell him to. You're trying to speak to him. He doesn't speak English.
Okay, let's go ahead and take a look back at our Marvel trivia question from the beginning of this video. Of course, a lot of people have speculated which actor has appeared in the most films. Paul Bettany was definitely up there, Robert Downey Jr. had been up there. There's a lot of different actors, we could even name off Samuel L. Jackson, Chris Hemsworth, and this is where it's gonna kind of sound like a trick question with a trick answer, but of course, if you forgot about one of the biggest ongoing Easter eggs in the Marvel Cinematic Universe through especially the Infinity Saga, you would know Stan Lee has appeared in practically every single Marvel film from phases 1 through 3 until his passing away a couple of years ago. And even then, they still pay homage to him in one way or another in the newer films as well. It's a really cool legacy to leave behind, and of course, something that every Marvel fan knows of, but maybe you weren't thinking about it with that question, so we thought it would be kind of fun to see who that would quickly resonate with and would answer the question right away versus who would have thought more analytically and thought about some of the other actors and the amount of appearances that they have starred in over the years. So what did you guys think of these moments? Do you think it's cool when we get to see the Avengers cast with their children or family in one way or another, and maybe they're not as praised as you would think their character would be in that household? Let us know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. Make sure you are subscribed with notifications on for more videos like this uploaded every day of the week. That's it for today though. We'll see you guys all next time with a brand new video.